subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Good morning, students. Today's topic is the fiscal Megasporangium, or that is also called Ovule and Embryo Sac. In the last class, the structure of the pollen grain had completed. Today, we are discussing about the first one, the pistil. What is pistil here? You know, the gynoecium. The gynoecium is the female reproductive organ. Gynoecium is female reproductive organ. The unit of gynoecium. The unit of gynoecium is called pistil or carpel. The unit of gynoecium is called pistil or carpel. Okay, pistil means the unit of gynoecium. What is gynoecium? The gynoecium is female reproductive organ. Female reproductive organ. So now, this gynoecium may consist of one carpel or more than one carpels. Suppose the gynoecium may consist of one carpel, that is known as the monocarpellary. Monocarpellary. Okay, carpel means the unit of gynoecium or pistil. Pistil, carpel, both are same. This gynoecium may consist of only one carpel, that is known as the monocarpellary. Here one more important point is that the carpel is a megasporophyll. Megasporophyll. What is macrosporophyll? Already you know, the stamens is a macrosporophyll. Here the carpel is known as the megasporophyll. When the gynoecium may consist of one carpel is known as the monocarpellary. Example for monocarpellary, pea. Pea plant belongs to the Fabaceae. So generally in Fabaceae family, that is contained monocarpellary. Two carpels may consist of two carpels, that is bicarpellary. Example for bicarpellary, solanum, generally Solanaceae family. May consist of three carpels, tricarpellary, Example for tricarpellary, allium, onion, it is belongs to the Liliaceae family. So generally here the Liliaceae family, tricarpellary, Solanaceae family, bicarpellary, and Fabaceae family, monocarpellary. Next one, the gynoecium may consist of 4 carpels. That is tetracarpellary. Example for tetracarpellary, Enothera and Asimum. May consist of 5 carpels. That is pentacarpellary. Example, hibiscus. Next, more than 5 carpels, that is known as the multicarpellary. More than 5 carpels, that is multicarpellary. What is the example for the multicarpellary? Multicarpellary, Abutila. So here the gynoecium may consist of 1 carpel or more than 1 carpels. When the more than 1 carpels, again that carpels apocarpus. What is meaning of apocarpus? Apocarpus means free carpels. Apocarpus means free carpels. When the carpels more than 1, that carpels are present in gynoecium in freely condition, that is known as the apocarpus. What are examples for apocarpus? The example for apocarpus: rose, lotus, and Materia. This is a white sandalwood tree. Next one, syncarpus condition. What is the syncarpus condition? The carpels, fused carpels. Fused carpels. The fused carpels is known as the syncarpus. Example for the syncarpus: hibiscus, China rose, papaver, that is a poppy plant. So this is the introduction of the gynoecium. Next one, each carpel may consist of totally 3 parts of it. One is stigma, second one is style, third one is ovary. See here, this is one carpel. It is carpel of hibiscus. This is a stigma. What is a stigma? The free end of each carpel. The free end of each carpel is known as the stigma. It is act as the landing platform for the pollen grains. The pollen grains is landing on the stigmatic lobe. Second one, style. It is long tubular structures present between stigma and ovary. The pollen tube, the growth through the one style. Next one, ovary. It is basal part of each carpel. The ovary is a bulbed like structures. So this ovary is arranged on thalamus. It is the structure of the carpel. The structure of the carpel may consist of here main three parts are there. One is the stigma, style, ovary. This is the structure of carpel. Next one, this ovary. The ovarian cavities are present inside of the ovary. For example, it is the TS of the ovary. In TS of the ovary, the ovarian cavities are present inside of the ovary. That ovarian cavities is known as the locule. These are the structure of the ovules. The ovules are arranged on placenta. The arrangement of ovules on placenta within ovary is known as the placentation. Already know placentation. The arrangement of ovules on placenta within ovary is known as the placentation. It is ovarian cavity or locule. Each locule may consist of the here ovules. Next one, each ovary is contained one ovule or more than one ovules. For example, the ovaries contain only one ovule. Example, paddy, wheat, mango. These are examples for one ovule are present inside of the ovary. More than one ovules. The more than one ovules are present inside of the ovary. Example, papaya, watermelon, and orchid. These are best example. The one ovule is present in ovary. More than one ovules are present in the ovary. So this is the introduction of the here gynoecium, that is female reproductive organ. This is the first thing. Next one, Megasporangium. The structure of the Megasporangium, that is also known as ovule. This one, where the ovules are arranged. The ovules are arranged on the placenta within the ovary is known as the placentation. Now, the structure of ovule or Megasporangium. The structure of the ovule or Megasporangium. This concept is very important. See here, the structure of the ovule or Megasporangium. First, this one. In structure of the Megasporangium or ovule, first one, it is a stalk-like structure. The stalk-like structure of the Megasporangium is known as the funicle or funiculus or funiculum. It is attached to the placenta. Now this is the ovary wall. Funicle is a stalk-like structure of the Megasporangium. So within of this funicle, the entire ovule body is attached to the placenta. Next one, hilum. The funicle is attached to the ovule body. Where the funicle is attached to the ovule body, that region is known as the hilum. It is junction between ovule body and the funicle. Next one. Nucellus. It is very important part of the structure of the Megasporangium. Nucellus, it is a mass of parenchymatous tissue. So it is one of the nutrient tissue. It stores the reservoir food material in the cells of the nucellus. It is the main part of the structure of the Megasporangium or ovule. This is the nucellus, the central portion of the Megasporangium. It is located in central portion of the Megasporangium. Next one, This nucellus is enclosed by the one or two protective envelopes. The protective envelopes is known as the integuments. It is outermost layer. That's why it is a outer integuments. It is the inner integuments. Total two integuments is enclosed by the nucellus. These are the protective layers. Next one, where this outer integument and the inner integument do not enclose of the nucellus, that region is known as the micropyle. That is a micropyle. It is the apical part of the structure of the Megasporangium or ovule. Micropyle. See here, the integuments do not enclose of the structure of the nucellus and leave it a small gap. This area is known as the micropyle. Next one, the basal part of the ovule. The basal part of the ovule is known as the chalaza. These are polar ends of the structure of the Megasporangium. Towards the micropyle region, that is a microphylar end. Towards the chalazal region, that is a chalazal end. Two folds are there. Microphylar end, chalazal end. Chalaza is the basal part of the ovule. Micropyle is the apical part of the ovule. Next one, rapid. The funicle is attached to the ovule body behind hilum, that is known as the rapid. It is only presenting mostly inverted ovule. This is a vascular tissue. The food material is supplied from placenta to ovule body, that is the vascular tissue. In central portion of the nucellus, embryo sac, female gametophyte. The embryo sac is located in central portion of the nucellus. Nucellus is a nutrient tissue. The food material is taken from the nucellus and the embryo sac is developed a mature female gametophyte. So this is the structure of the ovule or Megasporangium. One more important point is there based on this structure of the ovule or Megasporangium. See here, one is the obturator. Obturator means some filaments is developed from the funicle. What is funicle? The stalk of the ovule is known as the funicle. Obturator, the filaments is developed from the funicle. These filaments is responsible for the guidance of the polytube is enter into the structure of the ovule. It is very important point. It is guiding of pollen tube is enter into the structure of the ovule. Next, additional information for the integuments. For additional information for the integuments, two portions are there. One is the aril. What is the aril? Aril means this is a third integument. The third integument is developed from the funicle. This third integument is developed into the aril in some plants. The best example, lychee. Next one, caruncle. It is also the structure of the integuments. These 2 points related to the integuments. It is third integument is developed from the funicle. That is the aril. Example, lychee. Caruncle means, see here, the outer growth structure of the integuments over the microphyte. This one. The outer growth of the integuments over microphyte, that is known as the caruncle. This caruncle is responsible for the absorption of water. The absorption of water from the soil during the seed germination. The best example for here, caruncle, castor, ricinus. This is the additional information about the integuments. It is also very important. What is the main function of here obturator? The guiding of the pollen tube enter into the structure of the ovule. So this is the structure of the ovule or Megasporangium. Now discuss about the different types of the ovules. Types of ovules. First category, the types of ovules on basis of integuments, the number of integuments. Generally in these structures, how many integuments is there? Total 2 integuments, outer integument and inner integument. First category of types of the ovules on basis of integuments. On the basis of integuments, totally here the 3 types of ovules are there. First one, unitegmic. Unitegmic ovule. What is unitegmic or monotegmic? Mono means single. Only one integument is enclosed of the structure of the nucellus. What is the example for unitegmic? Gametophyte. What is Gametophyte? It is a subclass of the dicots, and the most of gymnosperms. Next one, bitegmic. Bi means here 2. The total 2 integuments is enclosed of the structure of the nucellus. Total outer integument and inner integument. This bitegmic It is the most common type of the ovule in flowering plants. Bitegmic ovule is a example for the bitegmic ovule. Polypetalic. It is also the subclass of the dicots. Dicots, total 3 subclasses are there: Gametophyte, Polypetalic, and Monoclumate, and monocots. Monocots and Polypetalic, these are 2 is an example for the bitegmic. Gametophyte and Gymnosperms, these are 2 is an example for the unitegmic. Third type, ategmic ovule. See here. Ategmic ovule. Ategmic ovule means A means absent. The complete the integument is absent. Such type of the ovules is known as the ategmic ovule. What are the example for here ategmic ovule? The example for ategmic ovule, the parasitic plants. What are the here parasitic plants? Loranthus and Santalum, Balanophora. These are all parasitic plants. In the parasitic plants, which type of ovule is present? That is ategmic ovule. These are 3 types of ovule on the basis of integuments. Next, second category. On basis of nucellus. What is nucellus? The nucellus is the mass of parenchymal tissue. It is located in central portion of the Megasporangium. It is nutrient tissue. Here, based on the nucellus, the total 2 types of ovules are there. One is tenucellate ovule. Here, the nucellus is either less development because the nucellus is only developed from the single layer. Such type of the ovules is known as the tenucellate. What are the examples for the tenucellate ovules? That is said here Gametophyte, the subclass of the dicots. Next one, crossing-nucellate. What is a crossing-nucellate? The crossing-nucellate means the nucellus is developed from the many layers. See here, it is less development, nucellus is less development. Here, the nucellus is developed from many layers, that is known as the crossing-nucellate. Example for crossing-nucellate ovule, polypetalic, and monocots. These are examples for the crossing-nucellate ovule. Next one, third category, on the basis of the position. Third category, on basis of position. On the basis of position, first one, atropous ovule. Atropous ovule or orthotropous ovule. Atropous ovule or orthotropous ovule. So on the basis of position, here position mainly 3 parts are there: chalaza, micropyle and funicle. See the structure of the atropous ovule. Central position embryo sac, nucellus, integments. The common type of ovule is bi-integment. See. Sorry. Atropous or orthotropous is a straight ovule. This one. It is a macrophyte, chalaza, and a funicle. See here the three parts is arranged on or like on vertical position, same vertical axis. So that is known as the straight ovule. It is very primitive ovule. Atropous ovule or orthotropous ovule is very primitive ovule and it is straight ovule. The example for atropous ovule, polygonium, polygonium. Second one, anatropous ovule. Anatropous ovule. The anatropous ovule, it is a inverted ovule. Central position embryo sac, nucellus, integments. This is known as the anatropous ovule. Here this is a macrophyte, chalaza, and funicle. See here in this structure, when the ovule is completely inverted, that is a completely inverted ovule, the macrophyte comes near the funicle. It is the advanced type of the ovule. It is a primitive ovule. It is most advanced type of the ovule, that is the anatropous ovule. The totally 180 degrees curvature takes place in the structure of the ovule. That's why it is the inverted ovule and the most advanced type of the ovule, that is the anatropous ovule. Example for anatropous ovule: Solanaceae family, Solanaceae family, Asteraceae family, Cucurbitaceae family. These are all examples for here anatropous ovule. This point is very important. Which ovule is the most advanced type of the ovule? Anatropous ovule. So which ovule is the most primitive ovule? That is the atropous ovule or orthotropous ovule. Next one, third one, hemi-anatropous ovule. Here, hemi-anatropous ovule, the ovule body is a right angle to the funicle. See, this one. This is a macrophyte, chalaza, and funicle. The The microphyte and chalaza, that is arranged on horizontal line, horizontal position, the funicle C. The entire oval body is right angle to the funicle. Here, the curvature of the body 90 degrees. 90 degrees curvature of the body is there. What about here? Anatropus, total 180 degrees curvature is there. But here, the 90 degrees curvature is there. It is look like the T shape. The oval structure is look like the T shape. Example for hemianatropous oval. Ranunculus. Primula. These are two is an example for here hemianatropous oval. Next one, Campylotropous oval. Campylotropous oval. This campylotropous oval, the entire oval body is a curvature. It is very, very important. Here, the body is not curvature, just position is different. It is a straight oval, it is a inverted oval, it is a right angle oval, see here. But here, first time, in this type, the campylotropous oval, the oval body curvature is takes place. The curvature of this oval body 90 to 160 degrees. See the structure of the Campylotropous oval. Central position embryo sac. Here embryo sac do not curve, only oval body is only curved. Nucellus. This one. Here also nearly the microphyte is arranged to the near to the funicle. Microphyte, chalaza and funicle. See here the oval body curvature is takes place, that is nearly 90 to 160 degrees curvature is takes place. The example for here Campylotropous oval, Fabaceae family, Brassicaceae family. Brassicaceae family. This is the Campylotropous oval. And the last one, Cyrcinotropous oval. Cyrcinotropous oval. See here the entire oval here, a long funicle structure is present. A long funicle, this is a coil around the oval body. This is also known as the coiling oval. That is the Cyrcinotropous oval. It is the based on here, the position of the ovals is mainly 5 types, right? What are the examples for here? The Cyrcinotropous oval, Opuntia, Flambago. These are two examples for the here Cyrcinotropous oval. Totally here the total three categories is there, the types of the ovule. First one, the types of ovule on the basis of the integuments. Second one, the types of the ovules on the basis of the nucellus. The types of the ovule on the basis of the position. These are total three categories. Based on these three categories, totally here the different types of the ovules are here mentioned. Next one, on the basis of the position of the ovule parts, total 5 types is completed. One is atropous or orthotropous, second one anatropous, third one hemianatropous, fourth one compilotropous, and the fifth one syncenotropous ovule. Now last type, amphitropous ovule. Amphitropous ovule. It is also curved ovule. The curvature of the ovule body is 160 degrees. Here also the embryo sac is also curved, just like the horseshoe shape. Even the ovule body is also curved. In compilotropous ovule, only the ovule body is curvature, but here along with ovule body, here embryo sac is also curved. This one. It is a microphile. The microphile comes to near the funicle. Here, this is a embryo sac. It is one of the important character of this amphitropous ovule. The embryo sac is curved. This curve is look like the horseshoe shape. The best example for this amphitropous ovule. Aliceaceae family, Butamaceae family. Okay, these are two is the best example for amphitropous ovule. It is the last type of the ovule, the based on the position of the ovule. Okay, right. Megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis. Here megaspores. Megaspore means megaspores. Genesis means formation. The megaspores, the process of the formation of megaspores from the megaspore mother cell is known as the megasporogenesis. Already you know the definition of the microsporogenesis. Same here also, the megaspores are developed from the megaspore mother cell. In the beginning stage, nucellus. Already know the nucellus. The nucellus is the main part of the structure of the Megasporangium. The nucellus is developed from placenta. The nucellus is developed from placenta. It is one of the massive tissue. It is a reserve food material. That's why the nucellus is one of the nutrient tissue. The food material is supplied to the development of female gametophyte. See here the structure of the nucellus. The mass of nucellus is enclosed by the common layer. That layer is known as the epidermis. It is epidermis. One of the hypodermal cells in a nucellus is a differentiated archisporial cell. It is a archisporial cell. Archisporial cell. This archisporial cell is differentiated from one of the hypodermal nucellus cell. And further, this archisporial cell undergo mitotic division the archisporial cell undergo mitotic division to give rise to the two cells. The upper cell is known as the primary parietal cell, and the lower cell is known as the primary megasporo tissue or primary megaspore cell. Next one, further, it is go to the another mitotic cell division and form the here the primary parietal cells is gives rise to the parietal cells, and next one, the primary megaspore cell is differentiated into the megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell, it is also known as MMC, megaspore mother cell. And further, this megaspore mother cell is divided into mitotically and gives rise to the undergo meiotic cell division and gives rise to the 4 linear megaspores. Megaspores. Finally, these 4 megaspores are developed from the megaspore mother cell. So one more important point, this megaspore mother cell towards the chalazal end. Chalazal end. So in chalazal end, the macrospore mother cell undergo meiotic cell division and gives rise to the 4 megaspores. These 4 megaspores are arranged in linear position in 4 megaspores towards the microphylla region degenerated. It is microphylla end. It is known as the chalazal end. Towards the microphylla region, what happened? The 3 megaspores is completely degenerated and only one functional megaspore is functionally, it is further developed into the female gametophyte or embryo sac. That is, it is the functional megaspore. So finally here, the female gametophyte is developed from the only single megaspore. Next, the development of the female gametophyte. Development of female gametophyte. Development of female gametophyte. In Megasporogenesis, 4 megaspores is developed from the megaspore mother cell through the meiotic cell division. In out of 4, the 3 is degenerated towards the microphylla region, 1 functional megaspore towards the chalazal end. It is the functional megaspore. These functional megaspores and further the repeated the mitotic cell division takes place. See here, these megaspores further grow and well differentiated. It contains a prominent nucleus and cytoplasm. It is the nucleus of megaspore. The nucleus of megaspores is undergoing here the mitotic cell division. First mitotic cell division, the single nucleus is divided into 2 nucleus. The 2 nucleus is moved towards the opposite poles of the megaspore here. And next one, the twice mitotic cell division takes place in each nuclei, gives rise to the 4 nucleated stage of the embryo sac. See, it is the two nucleated stage. It is a 4 nucleated stage. Four nucleated stage of the embryo sac, and further third mitotic cell division. 3 successively mitotic cell division takes place in megaspore. The 4 nuclei, one side, and the remaining 4 nuclei another side. See, it is 8 nucleated stage of female gametophyte or embryo sac. In 8 nucleated, here up to the mitotic cell division, it is very important point. It is a free nuclear division. What is a free nuclear division? The nucleus division is not immediately followed by the cell wall formation. So, when the formation of this 8 nucleus, one of the nuclei from one pole is migrated towards the central position. Another side also migrated towards the central position and form the 2 polar nuclei. Next one. See here. And out of 4, 1 polar nuclei is migrated towards the central region, and out of here also same. So 1 polar nuclei is migrated to central position, and in 6 nuclei is undergo the here the formation of the cell wall around each nuclei. This is towards the microphylla region. Or microphylla end. Towards the microphylla end, the 3 cells is known as the egg apparatus. In central position, egg cell. On either side, synovial cells. Remaining 3 towards the chalazal end. It is these 3 cells is known as the antipodals. Antipodal cells. In total 8 nucleated, the 2 nucleated is act as the polar nuclei, and remaining the 6 nuclei is a formation of the cell wall and form the cells. Totally here 3 cells towards the microphylar end, 3 cells towards the cell end. So finally here these 2 polar nuclei is located in central cell. It is a central cell. It is the female gametophyte. This female gametophyte is developed from a single megaspore. That's why here the female gametophyte, this embryo sac is developed from a single megaspore, that is known as the monosporic development. What type of development? Here female gametophyte, that is a monosporic development. Why it is called monosporic development? Because here the female gametophyte is developed from a functional, a single megaspore, that is known as the monosporic development. It is the most common type of the development of the female gametophyte in flowering plants. The best example, polygona. The Strasburger scientist is first time is reported total 8 nucleated and 4 cells. It is very important. 8 nucleated and 7 cells. Why 8 nucleated and 7 cells? Here antipodals 3. That is 3 plus 2 plus 3. That is nuclei. 3 plus 1 plus 3, it is cells. Central cell 1, it is diploid. The central cell contains total 2 polar nuclei, that is diploid, and the remaining all cells are haploid. Three antipodals haploid, egg cell haploid, and synergid cell haploid. That's why this type of the development of the embryo sac is 8 nucleated and 7 cells of the embryo sac. So next one, the structure of the female gametophyte or embryo sac. Next one, the structure of the female gametophyte or embryo sac. The structure of female gametophyte or embryo sac. See, it is a total 8 nucleated and 7 cell structures. The 3 cells towards the microphylar region is known as the egg apparatus. It is microphylar end. It is chalazal end. The 3 cells towards the chalazal end, that are antipodals. So mainly here the structure of the female gametophyte or embryo sac, totally 3 main parts are there. One is the egg apparatus, second one central cell, and third one antipodals. In egg apparatus, in central position, egg cell. It is a bigger cell than the synergid cells. This R2 is a synergid cell. is a total synergic cells and egg cell. Egg cell is a central position on either side of egg cell. The two cells is known as the synergic cell. This is entire structure is known as egg apparatus. It is a egg apparatus. Okay, the egg apparatus towards the macrophylla end. So one more important point here, the each synergic cells towards the macrophylla end, a small finger-like structures are present. This finger-like projections is known as the filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus. What is main function of here the filiform apparatus? This filiform apparatus is two main functions are there. One is this filiform apparatus is receiving the food material from the nucellus and then that is supplied to the development of the embryo sac. Second one, the filiform apparatus is secretes some chemicals. These chemicals is responsible for the entry of polytube into the structure of the embryo sac. These are 2 points are very important. The main function of here the filiform apparatus, one is the food material is supplied from the nucellus to embryo sac. Second one, the guiding of polytube is entered into the embryo sac. Next one, central cell. It is present below the egg apparatus. It contains two polar nuclei. Central cell. These are two polar nuclei. The central cell is one of the biggest cell in the structure of the female gametophyte. It is very important. In female gametophyte, which cell is the bigger? That is the central cell. What about in egg apparatus? The biggest cell is egg cell. Next one, after fertilization or before fertilization, particular this central cell, the two polar nuclei fused and form the diploid condition 2n. Next, after fertilization, this central cell is developed into the primary endosperm. Primary endosperm and egg cell is developed into the zygote. Next one, the antipodals. This antipodals is located towards the chalazal region. These antipodals are vegetative cell. The before fertilization or after fertilization, these antipodal cells are completely degenerated. That's why here the antipodal cells is known as the vegetative cell. There is no role in the structure of the embryo sac, particularly here fertilization. That's why these are known as the vegetative cells. They are located towards the chalazal end. So this is completely the structure of the female gametophyte or embryo sac. These are main three parts is contained in structure of the embryo sac. One is the egg apparatus, second one central cell, and third one antipodals. Okay, right. Keep watching and keep learning.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.